Hey everyone, Soundwave 84, another Transformers Studio Series review. In this review, take a look at Studio Series number 68, Leadfoot. He's one of the wreckers from Transformers Dark of the Moon, and he comes with his little puppy dog, which is not named anywhere on the box or instructions, but it is Steeljaw, as his previous toy released in Dark of the Moon toy line also came with a Steeljaw. So we'll just move the figure and his doggy to the side real quick. Take a look at the packaging. Love the box art here. And you can sit on the side, and then you got the back 18 steps get you all the way around. Leadfoot and the Wreckers turn the Decepticons into scrap. He is officially licensed by GM and NASCAR. Now he is available only at Target. I wonder why. Now let's take a look at the figure. And here is Leadfoot. He is a portly fellow. I identify with this figure probably more than any of my Transformers just by the jiggly belly going on right down there. He's probably the most endearing of the Wreckers, of course, in robot mode. And I say, out of all my Transformers, I just love the look of this short, fat guy. I mean, I don't want to be politically incorrect or whatever, but I mean, he's short, he's fat, he's chubby, whatever you want to call it. He's probably not, on the best health plan here, but he looks adorable. He looks good. I just kind of wish maybe the blue eyes here would have done a little bit of a brighter blue. I think it's just too dark, but he just looks awesome. I don't know. I wouldn't expect him too much coming in the figure because he's a short, fat dude. He's the Danny DeVito of Transformers, but I'm pleasantly surprised by the figure itself. And I do have a few problems, negatives on the actual figure, and it's all in robot mode pretty much. But just looking at the figure, excellent looks. He's got a nice head rotation. He's got a ball joint head, spins all the way around. It's not really any up and down. It's got a slight I want to eat this buffet. They opened the buffets up yet? There's still a pandemic going on. You're going to end that pandemic. I can't catch it. I'm a robot. You're going to feed me. Alright, sorry. I'm getting a little carried away. He's just cool looking. Now, he comes in the package. He's not fully transformed the right way. His legs are actually down in the package, and you'll have to. Which, you can bring these down to give him a little bit more height. So, he can, go from like a Danny DeVito to a John Goodman kind of thing. Well, not John Goodman now. I think he's lost a lot of weight. Off on a tangent. He's a nice figure. Everything pretty much tabs in good except for this part here into his arms. These little windscreens, they tab into some tabs on his shoulders. And if you move his arms around too much, you have the possibility to actually untab that. But it's just a little bitty slot and a tab. You just gotta just really push it in. So when you're messing with his shoulders, just be careful that you don't untab that. That's really the only negative I have on this entire figure. Maybe a little more articulation, but none of them I think have waist swivels anyway. So we'll just do articulation since I'm talking about it. He has no waist swivel of the head. I showed you 360s. He's got ball joint shoulders, so you got plenty of rotation. Just be careful of the tabs there. Elbows go bend to like 90. There's no There's no waist swivels. There's no wrist swivels, but you can bend the hand in a little bit. That is also for transformation. Calf bends to there. He's got a knee swivel, and the foot goes down, and you can actually just tab it into there if you want to do that. But then it makes him even a little bit shorter, but it locks the foot in. You can leave it undone to give him a tiny bit of height, and he's still got the heel spur, but you can, like I said, you can flatten that out. That's up to you. He also has bicep swivel. I think I skipped that on arm. That's all his articulations. Of course, you can kick to the side, back a little bit. You hit the back of the car. You can't go front too far, I guess. You're going to hit his belly. I got a belly. The women love it. They like to hold me down on the beaches. Yeah, see, I've untabbed that again. That's the only negative I have on this figure. Otherwise, he looks gorgeous. A gorgeous fat dude. Here he is next to Roadbuster, one of the other wreckers from Dark of the Moon. You can see Roadbuster is slightly taller, even though Leadfoot is short and chubby. I mean, he really appears that way. He is almost the same height as Roadbuster. Next to Off-Road Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie. Next to Cyberverse Deluxe RC. Leadfoot's trying to pick her up at the bar. And here he is next to Dark of the Moon Soundwave. Pretty much comparable in height. And they both come with pets. One comes with a bird and the other comes with a dog. Comes with accessories. Like I said, it comes with Steeljaw. We'll move Leadfoot out of the way. Now, sadly, this has no articulation whatsoever. The one that came with the Dark of the Moon toy line apparently had articulation. Now, I never owned this guy in Dark of the Moon. I started getting out of the movie toys at that point. I didn't get really back into them until the Studio Series. And I did buy a few Dark of the Moon ones, but I wasn't really into it. So I never wanted a little short fat dude, but now I love the figure. But this is sadly does not transform, so it's just there. You do get, I think the eyes are painted. I can't tell if they're painted blue or that's just black in there. But it is a different color. You have some silver paint back here. But otherwise, he's molded in this dark gray plastic, and there's no articulation. Just hollowness. Then, of course, it comes with some weapon accessories. He's got these black missiles here. And then he's got machine guns. 2 of those and 1 big Gatling gun. Now these can tab on him in vehicle mode, and we'll show that. And you also can tab in on robot mode, and let's do that real quick. This right here, we'll just tab into up here. There's one on each side, so I guess you could really, choose your side. I'm right-handed, so usually most things go to the right. Now we'll apply the other ones. You're gonna take the machine guns. You see there's little slots here. And on his arms, there are these tabs. And tab that on. You do it with the belt going down. Do one side. Do the other side. So he's got some guns. Then you take his missiles. And he's got some tabs located right here. And these are the tabs that they will actually be on also in vehicle mode. So the point is to find, he's got 2 slots on these, and it helps if I can hold things. If you watch any of my videos, you notice I drop everything. So you want to peg these on. I'm trying to think which way this goes. This one goes on the side. You might have to play around with it a little bit. And you probably want to use the top slot. Not the, what I don't think, I never. Well, I might just unhook his belly. Alright, do one, and do the other, and hopefully not knock that one out. This helps if I turn it the right way. Get on there, boy. Alright. So those are now tabbed in, so we want to lower the chest back into here, and we want to tab those pieces back together. I think I knocked the missile out. Yeah, I did. Do I give an F? No! So I'm not really going to mess with those because it just really seems unimportant to have to shove them in there anyway. We'll just tab this back together. Like, how much time did you waste trying to do that? Well, on video, probably just a few, like 30 seconds. Real life, 20 minutes. Well, that's where they have you sticking them, but mine don't like to stay. I don't care. I think it'll probably get in the way of the arms and stuff anyway. But he is a nice figure. Like I said, just short. Pleasantly surprised by this toy. I didn't have high hopes at all. So let's get to transforming Leadfoot into vehicle mode. So we'll just pretty much undo what we just did. Take these things off. If you have the missiles attached, remove those. Mine remove themselves. Alright, so what we're going to do is you want to fold his hands in. Like this. Take him at the bicep swivel. And then just turn them out. Turn it out. Pull his chest piece out. Fold his head back like this. These will now fold and go back over his head like that. This piece here it needs to be kind of up. You want to actually fold this down and around like this, and it'll snap or lock in place to push the piece down. So you got the hood of the vehicle mode already done. Come to the back of the vehicle. You want to pull this up. Piece under back here just will fold out like this. Come down to his feet. Tab his feet in if you haven't already. Grab him by the legs here. You want to bring this down. It's on the hinge here. You just want to bring that and straightens his leg out. Like I said, you can do this if you want to make him taller in robot mode. And you want to just fold the feet up onto his knees like so. You can see there's a tab there. You can tab it in if you want, but you might have to untab that when you want to tab the back of the vehicle into here. Because there's tabs here on the back of the vehicle that are going to go inside these little slots here. Now you take the roof stuff here and you want to compress it behind the tires. You want to get his shoulders behind these tires. So what you want to do is just bring this up. Yes, that will hit, but just push these in a bit to get the tabs past that, and just collapses in like this. Pull this down until it snaps into place. Come down here, you're going to bring this down. Like I mentioned these tabs earlier, we'll tab back here. And so if you can't get them in, you might have to untab it. And that's one thing I did say in book this does like to kind of tab it a little bit. But it still holds better than a lot of my other figures. So you just want to get this lined up in the back and just tab it all in. There we go. So that's tabbed. These are tabbed in. Now you want to come to his arms, and we want to fold them in to the undercarriage. And you want to bring these up. There's a tab here, which will lock in here. Tab here, which actually lock to the top of the shoulder here. So we want to just lock that in. In doing so, you might end up untabbing the back of the vehicle mode as well. Like I said, it'd be very easy to get it back tabbed in. So just fold the arms under, bring this all up, and just tab it in. And there you go. You have now transformed Leadfoot into vehicle mode. Very simple, not very hard at all. Everything folds in very nicely. Alright, so we're Leadfoot in vehicle mode. You see, he rolls pretty good. No problems there. Everything folds up nicely and neatly under the vehicle mode. I think he looks really good. I think he's probably one of the best of the three. Him and Top Spin, I'm not too sure which one I like better in vehicle mode, but I think they both look really good. The details on the figure are nicely done. He's got a little bit of paint back here with the red on the gray. Otherwise, he's mostly just like red plastic or gray plastic. Not bad. Number 42. I don't watch NASCAR, so no idea who that would be. Alright, so with Leadfoot in vehicle mode, you can attach all his weapons and guns back onto him. This one here just pegs into the hole up top, like so. And then these machine guns here, the little slots here, just tab in up top on the roof of the vehicle mode. Now I do have a little bit of problem having these like tab in, because you got to apply some force, otherwise they're just going to pop off. At least on my copy. Don't put it in the car, put it on the car. And then you have these missiles here, and then you notice they have two pegs or two slots here, and you want to make sure you get them on the right side as well. You want them to sort of slant towards the hood of the car. There we go. And there we go. He is now armored up, ready to blast away the Decepticons. And here's Leadfoot with Top Spin and Roadbuster, the three wreckers from Transformers Dark of the Moon, together in vehicle mode. All armored up to the teeth, ready to shoot at Shockwave and then just leave Wheelie and Brains in the road. Yeah, vehicle modes in all three are really good. I still think Top Spin and Leadfoot have the best vehicle modes of the three wreckers. Roadbuster, I just can't seem to get this front end to really tab, to really lock in, so it just kind of has a bendable front end. That's probably just human error on my end, but Leadfoot is probably the best one for tabbing in. He does have a little bit of problem with this one to come untabbed in the back, but otherwise he holds the best for me out of the three. And Topspin also holds in very well in vehicle mode. I like all three of them. Topspin has the rubbery weapons. I guess because they're so long, they did that so it wouldn't snap on you, so they wouldn't break. So they made them, pliable, so they move around, so you're not going to break them. He feels the cheapest of the three with that aspect for all his weapons being just like, rubber. But then Roadbuster has the least amount of weapons because he just pretty much has this one Gatling gun thing in the front. The Topspin and Leadfoot are just armored to the gills. He's got missiles on the side. He's got like machine guns here. The same kind of weapon, similar to what Roadbuster has up here. Based on how they look in vehicle mode, I think Topspin still looks the best based on his colors. His color scheme. Leadfoot feels the best in vehicle mode. Let's get to my final thoughts. Alright, so final thoughts on Studio Series Leadfoot. I love the figure. I'm very biased, I guess. I wasn't expecting much. Man, I'm just pleasantly surprised. He's actually an excellent figure. He's got a few problems with the tabbing in of this to the shoulders, and I can't seem to get these missiles to stay on him in robot mode, but to me that's not a big loss because I don't really like those on him anyway. I think they're probably the weakest of the weapons. Other weapons do hold fine when you get them on. I just seem to have trouble tabbing things in. I don't know, it seems to want to stick to my thumbs more so than the figure. In vehicle mode, not really any complaints. The back end might have a little bit of trouble tabbing, but it seems to hold really. He's probably the best of the Studio Series records that holds, it tabs in. Topspin is really good too, but Leadfoot tabs in the best and holds the best. Robot mode, I think he's probably the best looking in robot mode. Even though he appears to look awkward, it's endearing. I love it. He also comes with a pet dog, Steeljaw, and it's shameful that he doesn't have any articulation. I kind of wish he had at least something, but I guess they put more money into Leadfoot. I don't know. It's still a nice little accessory. He's just going to sit there pretty much anyway. But if you can find this guy at Target, he's an excellent pickup. If you're into NASCAR or stuff like that, get him, put him in vehicle mode. You'll only find them retailing at Target because of, yeah. Of course, you might be able to find them on eBay and Amazon third-party sellers and stuff like that. But if you're going to an actual retail store, brick and mortar, you're going to go to Target. And you can go to Target online. That's where I got them. And it's $20. It's not very hard. He's an excellent figure. I would say he's probably the best overall of the three NASCAR wreckers, Dark of the Moon wreckers. I love his robot mode, and I like his vehicle mode. And I say he's a definite pickup if you're into the Transformers movieverse figures or into this Studio Series. Excellent figure. And thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace out.